Peace and blessings, family. I'm gonna tell you this. The shit people be trying to talk to me about, and I'm not even gonna just say me, because it's you too. The shit that people be trying to tell you, I'm gonna start with this, man. It sounds good. Is really where I was going. It sounds good. I had a conversation with some Hebrew Israelites today. I had a conversation, and maybe at the time of our conversation, I wouldn't say I didn't have all the facts. In a sense, just the way that they try to control the conversation, I really couldn't even necessarily like bring out all my points. But just to tell you about the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites deny anything as far as humanity and they are concerned with Egypt, and they deny everything having to do with Ra. They are Israelites. The IS part comes from the motherfucking what's it called? In a sense, like ISIS, I believe that might be who God is in the Holy Trinity. Matter of fact, no. ISIS might be the Holy Spirit. If you look at the Egyptians, Ra, Isis, and Osiris, I believe Isis is the Holy Spirit. In a sense, the mother, the womb, whatever it is. But Ra is God. It is the sun. When you salute the sun, as far as yoga, because I be doing yoga sometimes type shit. When you salute the sun, you are saluting Ra. When you talk about I'm not gonna get into, in a sense, all the suns and shit like that, because I be making music talking about I'm the sun and shit like, and really I just mean light. I just mean the world. In a sense, how women expect men to bring them something as far as marriage goes type shit, like I am that. I am the light bringer. But Ra is the sun. And Hebrew Israelites have all types of problems with Ra. Honestly, it's not that they have all types of problems. Their name literally comes from that Holy Trinity, and they deny it. Which that's not the point. Because honestly, I can't wait to catch one of these niggas on social media and have a serious conversation with them. But the point today is, I'm going to go there. I don't care if she watches this or not, and I really don't care if she hops on this. I made a post today, and I said something talking about people that take pictures, people that pose for pictures. In a sense, like people that, like, I know people, my sister used to do it. She used to dress up in multiple different outfits in like the same hour, just to go post up and take multiple different pictures with the same poses, or different poses, or whatever it is. It don't matter. She's a poser, or she was a poser. I said something about people that stand up and take pictures or whatever, and go or get dressed up just to go stand on the other side of the room to go take pictures. And somebody commented talking about I take pictures and I do this and this. I explained to her. I was like, what'd she say? If I take pictures, I do it for whatever fucking reason. Honestly, the reason don't matter. It's how you're doing it. It's why you're doing it. And then I called her a poser, and I was like in a sense, basically like you're a poser type shit. And she tried to get mad at me. I'm gonna tell you that what I'm talking today about, man, is beliefs. I talked to some Hebrew Israelites. Yellow, I'm dead. I talked to some Hebrew Israelites today. And this nigga really gonna try to tell me that he denies anything having to do with Egypt and anything having to do with Ra. when Israel, like a Israel, L stands for the people. The AEL at the end is like a fucking suffix. The is and the Ra have meanings. These motherfuckers real life try to tell me, in a sense, they're denying Egypt and Ra. And I ain't necessarily get into the Ra shit, and I ain't get into the language and the etymology of their name. But I'm telling you, man, when people try to convince you of some shit, honestly, because the person that hopped on this, you are religious. And I'm gonna tell you this, love, and this is just facts. You literally don't know who created your grandparents. And when I say this, you might have been shown pictures of your great granddad. You might have been shown pictures of your great grandma. You don't know, you like as far as knowledge goes, because knowledge goes based off of what you can see. Knowledge goes based off of, in a sense, like, okay, universal knowledge. Math is universal knowledge. 1 + 1 = 2 anywhere in the universe. You can look at two things and, in a sense, divide them and be like, okay, that is one and that is the other. That is universal knowledge. I'm going to tell you this. You don't have one the way that I see it. You ain't never have one. Your parents talking to you about God or Allah or Buddha or whoever it is, they don't know nothing about what they're talking about. And I'm saying this in a sense like, I want, because, man, people like religious people, they try to talk to you like they have the truth. And I'm going to tell you this, man, it's the same way where, like, a dude can believe his girlfriend is not cheating. And I'm telling you, I have seen Christians fight for their religion and argue about their religion the same way most people will argue about their girlfriend and what she does when she is not around them. I'm going to tell you right now, couldn't too many husbands really tell you what your woman is doing when she goes out to the club or when she goes out with her friends. Like, unless you went to go stalk the bitch, you don't really know. I would hope that your wife isn't going and dancing and doing what the fuck ever, but you don't know. And people really be talking, in a sense, trying to convince people as far as religions go about shit that they really don't know about, man. Like, real life, I was not here when my mom like when my grandma gave birth to my mom. How do I know that that's really my grandma? Other than the fact that my mom says it. Other than the fact, because even if they got pictures of you in the hospital with your mama, they have switched out babies at birth. This is facts. So the fact that you are holding on to, the picture that you are saying, this is my mom, she was in the hospital, she gave birth to me, this, and this. Nigga, you could have been switched out. So you don't know. How the fuck you gonna have the truth to me about motherfucking the beginning of creation itself? If you have a religion, how do you know? You don't even know if your mama is your mama. And I'm gonna tell you this, you can at least do a goddamn blood test to see if your mama is your mama. You can't do no motherfucking blood test to see if that's really what's it called? You can't do no motherfucking blood test to see if God exists. You can't do no process of elimination to see exactly. Honestly, soon as I said that about the blood test, you brought up the DNA. I agree with that. You can't do no blood tests to see if God exists. You can't do no, and honestly, every blood test comes out, literally, every blood test comes out as 99.9%. Maury said without a shot at 99.9, there is still a 0.01% that's not your motherfucking parents. And this is facts. As far as DNA goes, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me that you really know nothing you didn't see. And if you're religious, if you gonna tell me that God, if you're religious, if you gonna tell me that God exists, I'm gonna tell you right now, if God exists, he exists in the same manner that blood test could not be possible. Maury said that is a 99.9% that is your baby. That means it's a 0.01% that's not your baby. For you to tell me that you know that God exists, that's like you telling me that you know without the shadow of a doubt that 99.9% is wrong. For you to tell me that you know about some shit that you are not here. Niggas, what, man, you weren't even here for Jesus. And if I, on this live, me saying fuck Jesus, and if I get off live and go to my face and just start trolling, talking about fuck Jesus, people got a problem with it. Like, nigga, that's, you don't know. What are we even talking about? I'm going to tell you this. Give that thought just a second. I got to text somebody and tell them I'm here. But nah, man, real life, I'm talking about religion and like knowledge and shit. See, you say you believe in logical. I'm going to tell you this. I don't believe that it's logical for you to know about something that you were not here for. Like, and then again, I'm going to tell you this. Beliefs and knowledge are two different things. You can believe whatever the fuck you want. It sounds good. Honestly, that was what I got on here to say. It's a lot of shit that you could tell me about. What we talk about? I'm talking about, man, religions, dog. And like motherfuckers trying to tell me about some shit that they wasn't here for. I'm going to give you a great example. We don't know that God exists. Because she said, I believe in logical. You can believe in what you want to. It sounds good. I used to watch Maury and shit like that. Maury used to come out saying you are 99.9% the father. If you understand what that means, the people that believe in God are saying that 0.01%, because it's not 100%, God exists. That is like basically in a sense, like because like, nigga, man, I'm going to tell you this. I had a conversation with some Hebrew Israelites earlier, and they tried to tell me about basically the Bible. And I'm going to tell you this, man. Don't just shun the Bible. Don't just throw away the Bible. Don't do none of that type shit. I'm not going to lie to you, man. As far as the morals and principles, as far as the commandments go, when it says love thy neighbor and like your enemy and this, I'm telling you, man, the commandments are on point. And I feel like once I'm going to tell you this. It's not no we. Once you as an individual, what's good with it, Malcolm? Once you as an individual start to follow the commandments, you will live in heaven. I'm going to tell you this. Once you let a nigga rob you or take something from you or do something bad to you or whatever the fuck it is, and you don't, I'm not going to look, because the Bible's tricky. It says some shit, eye for an eye. That's not necessarily what it is. But in a sense, man, you can't have no vengeance on your heart. Like, once you start living as far as the 10 Commandments go and shit like that, I'm going to tell you, man. Hold on real quick. I got a play to make. Give me just a second. Let's go. It's the trash bag in the trunk. Yeah. That's a bad family, be easy.
Oh, yeah, in a minute.
I'm gonna tell you this, bitch, I'm a gangster. I don't even have to get out and too much deal with people. But nah, back to what I'm talking about. And I say that only because I ain't gonna go there. But nah, man, in a sense, man, back to what I'm talking about. As far as this knowledge and shit goes, I'm telling you, man, I be questioning look, man, if any of y'all got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, it don't matter which one. If you are not around that bitch 24/7, like my girl is at the house right now, I don't know what she's doing. See, he already know what it was. But nah, man, my girl's at the house right now, and I don't know what she's doing. How am I to tell anybody that my girlfriend is not cheating on me? Now, I'm gonna tell you this: my relationship is different. My relationship, I mean, in a sense, I'm gonna tell you that's why trust is important. That's why, like, I'm polygamous, and I'm telling you, that is why I can go lay up with another bitch, or I can go lay up with my bitch and talk to her about me wanting to go fuck with another bitch. I'll be like, say, I'm gonna drop you off at work and I'm gonna go hang out with her tonight type shit. Why? Because trust is so important. In a sense, my girlfriend could do the same thing. I already know what to expect. So the way that I can trust her to know what the fuck is going on with that, which I don't care. If I went over there, if I went home and it was a nigga at the crib type shit, I don't care. But at the same time, I can trust her enough in a sense to know and expect the possible outcomes. Niggas really gonna tell me, and I will be honest enough to say I don't know I don't know what the fuck I go home to. I could give you, if she's at the home, throw out a scenario and I could give you some shit. I mean, depending on shit, whatever the fuck. I mean, in a sense, it's options as far as what the fuck I could go home to. Shit, I could go home and the house could be on fire, if you see what I'm saying, type shit. But I don't know. So for a motherfucker to try to tell me about some shit, about a creation story, about a God, about whatever the fuck that you wasn't here for and you ain't seen and experienced, nigga, if you ain't never, that's like a midget trying to tell me that they could dunk. Nigga, you don't believe that you can dunk. And I'm gonna tell you why Christians don't like talking about, I'm gonna tell you why Christians be talking about, motherfucker, like, I'm gonna tell you why Christians don't like answering questions and shit like that. Because once they don't know, and once they realize that they really don't know, they get upset. Like, I've asked, like, Chris, basically the same question over and over again. Like, how do you know that Jesus exists? Because it says so in the Bible. And, like, I'll be like, no, like, how do you know? How do you know that Jesus existed? And then I asked him, like, am I real? Do you think that I'm real? How do you know? Because I'm sitting right in front of you and I'm talking to you. I'm dealing with you. How the fuck do you know that Jesus is real? Because it says so in the Bible. It don't make no sense to me, dog. I don't be entertaining. I can't entertain no religions or nothing like that, man. I'm not hearing it. I'm telling you, if I went home and asked my girlfriend what happened, I ain't even barely hearing what she has to say. I ain't gonna lie to you type shit. Like, I'm gonna be like, shit, what's the deal? Shit, what you been doing all day? I don't believe it. Whatever she said, whatever the fuck comes out of her mouth, I don't know. It sounds good. She could be the type of bitch. And I know these type of women because I fuck with these type of women. Nigga, I'm going to tell you this. Daisy, because you on here. Nigga, the bitch real life has a fiance that she was laid up with on her Snapchat story not 30 minutes before she texted you talking about she gonna sell pussy for $15. That's what I'm talking about, man. That bitch told that, like, and I'm gonna tell you like this, like, real life, I feel like Christians are really like that nigga boyfriend. Like Christians are really the type of people that you can just say whatever to. And it's gonna, like, in a sense, basically like anything that's gonna make them feel good. This nigga is really gonna believe this shit. I'm gonna tell you this, that just led me off to a thought, so I'm gonna be serious and I'm gonna get into my life a little bit. So my oldest brother is a compulsive fucking liar. And I've realized he understands that he can't lie to me, so instead of lying to me, he be trying to hide shit. Basically, I feel like he realized the world ain't finna entertain liars and shit all the time. So instead of trying to lie, he just be trying to hide shit now. But the fact that he's even gotten to a point to where he understands that I can't lie to this person anymore goes to show me something. Like, in a sense, man, once the Christians find out that they can't lie to you, that's real. Once the Christians find out that they can't lie, they don't want nothing to do with you, man. I have real life been told not to ever come back to a church. I done real life went to churches that told my mama do not bring that one back. And it wasn't because I be getting into fights and shit like that. I'm telling you, man, and I'm going to tell you this, man, the Hebrew Israelites, I'm not going to, because I got on here talking shit about the Hebrew Israelites. If you know a Hebrew Israelite, text that nigga right now and ask him what the fuck Israelite means. Israelite. There are syllables to this word. Israelite. IS has to deal with ISIS, who is the motherfucking, the Egyptian religion or whatever it is. ISIS is the motherfucking Holy Spirit. Ra is the sun, which is God. Honestly, nah, I feel like Ra was God, and they turned the sun, which is supposed to be Jesus, into the motherfucking, innocent, I guess because it is sun. Because Jesus is the sun, or whatever the fuck it is type shit. I'm not pulling people in. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to bring up questions one day, and I will hit you beforehand and be like, nigga, I'm going to hit you like 12 in the afternoon and be like, hop in my live. But nah, right now I'm just talking some shit while I'm on my way home. But, nah, in a sense, man, I'm telling you, the Israelites and shit like that, I just asked the Israelite what the fuck his name means. Because an Israelite just today told me that they don't have anything, we don't have. What he told me is technically we are Hebrew Israelites. If you are an African American and you consider and you think that you are African American on this motherfucking live right now, you are a Hebrew Israelite. Now, what they tell me is that they don't have anything to do with the people of Egypt, with the Egyptians, with Comedics, and with Africans. And they can't tell me that because motherfucking Israelite is a fucking, comes from the Kemetic science and principles. Ra is the Egyptian god, in a sense. And really, I'm telling you, that's what I came on here to talk about today, as far as knowledge and beliefs go, man. You can have false beliefs. You can believe that while you ain't around, your girlfriend is doing what the fuck ever. Unless you got cameras in your house, you can't tell me. You don't know. You have no knowledge over what your girlfriend is really doing. Therefore, if you don't have any actual knowledge on what your girlfriend is doing while you're not around, how the fuck you gonna tell me about some goddamn religion, man? How you gonna tell me about a creation story you wasn't here for? I ain't hearing it. I don't want to hear none of it. I'm going to tell you this. I'm serious. I'm going to tell you this. I'm so serious. But now, I'm going to tell you this, man. I don't know, man. I can't even. It's just little shit like I'm not listening to it, man. I can't. And the sad part about it is, man, people like they will find any kind of way to try to trap you. They don't want you to get caught up in the truth of what I am saying. Nah, I already know. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I fuck with you because you are, man. It's interesting. Just a lot of the people that I've been around and I fuck with, we already knew. I'm gonna tell you this. The funny part is, niggas already know and they just don't be saying nothing. Nigga be sitting, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga, like, we'll real life be sitting in the room with niggas that know and feel the same way we feel, and instead of saying something to like to have the conversation, in a sense, to build, like, okay, like, you a type of nigga I can fuck with, I should be around, instead of these motherfucking sheep that I gotta be around type shit. We real life be sitting around, like, I be nervous thinking some of the shit I be talking about, like, y'all gonna think I'm crazy type shit. I'm telling you, man, motherfuckers, like, and on top, and I say that only because I say shit like this and they tell me I'm crazy. Man, I done had Christians that real life would tell me I'm crazy for asking them the questions about knowledge. Like, what's your mama doing in the next room? You in a room with your mama, what's your mama doing in the next room? Bitch be like, I don't know. But she got the nerve to tell me she know about God and Jesus and shit. Man, I don't know, family. What'd he say? He said, I know you, but do you know God? That's exactly the point, fam. Like, man, I'm not hearing it, dog. I can't. I'm gonna tell you this. The problem is we not knocking beliefs. You said I'm not knocking if you what you believe. I'm most definitely knocking what you believe. I'm knocking that shit the fuck off the counter, nigga. I'm knocking that shit. I'm a tumbo with that shit, nigga. No, no, no. You're not getting me. I refuse. I fucking refuse. Because I'm gonna tell you this, man. I feel like I'm just as wrong as you for letting you believe the wrong shit. If you see what I'm saying. Like, for the big homies that was motherfucking telling little niggas shit that was destructive to their futures. For somebody else to not call out the big homie for saying it, I feel like I'm also wrong. I got homeboys that live the wrong lifestyle. And I say that, I don't know what the fuck is wrong or right to really tell a nigga if he's wrong or right. I just be telling people my opinion. But if I feel like it's wrong, for me not to tell my nigga he's wrong, I feel like that's where the problem is. I'm gonna tell you this, and really the way I feel about it, I could tell my nigga he's wrong and I'm still gonna stand with him in it. Yeah, nigga, I believe you wrong and shit. If you want to be Christian, look, if you want to pray before we gotta eat type shit, nigga, I'm gonna bow my head and I'm gonna pray with you. Like, real life. I'm gonna tell you this, shit, man, I'm telling you, I was at a motherfucking dinner prayer not too long ago, Thanksgiving actually. Shit, I sat down and prayed with the family and shit like that. Like, not even my family. Because, I ain't even got too much family I can rely on like that. But I had a friend, my street family type shit. I went over and shit, they family invited me to come eat. And I sat down and prayed with them. And everybody at that table knows how I feel about that shit they talking about. Dear Lord and Savior, they know exactly how I done set up and had many conversations with their mom about what I know. They done told me about their beliefs, and I done told them what I know. I'm not hearing it. But at the same time, I'm telling you, I'm not knocking it. I feel like it's more questioning it. Like, what I've really started learning, because I said some shit talking about my oldest brother is a compulsive fucking liar. That nigga will lie about anything for no reason at all. I'm telling you, man, he could go to the gas station by himself and the gas station could be right down the street, and that nigga could tell you, he'll come back and tell you he done seen 3 people get shot, the police, it was a fire, It was a motherfucking goddamn car chase, all types of shit. And at the same time, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I have real life. Like, this is facts. My brother done told me some shit, and I done personally called him a liar. I told him, like, the way I said it, I was like, nigga, I don't believe none of that shit you talking about, basically. Like, shut that dumbass shit up. You ready to get on the game or what? I don't know if it was the game that I asked him about, but I let his dumb ass know, nigga, you not finna finesse. I'm not listening. I ain't hearing it. I'm not hearing it. I don't know, family. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I have to knock the believers because if you believe it, you don't really believe it. It's false beliefs. And you can have false beliefs, but you will never have false knowledge. I love you, family. Appreciate you for watching.